mean, it's kind of funny, like, to think back, but at the time, it's like, well, that could have been better. The only way is up then after that. So I'd played before with a band. We'd done loads of gigs in high school, like 13, 14, started doing gigs. So actually playing music didn't seem that scary, but doing my own thing, just me with the guitar, and trying to, I guess, like do that expression of that kind for the first time was just so terrifying.
Love would be good, I know love would be nice, but I'd rather go out tonight.
The very beginning, probably like acousticy, kind of punk-ish type stuff. But it was always really, like, I guess, confessional type stuff, like really emotional and kind of sad, but making it into a song kind of thing. Yeah, and trying to figure out what I sounded like, but through doing other people's versions in a way.
There's no room for negotiation. I'm working on getting paid.
I think it was listening to music that was like that, and I guess I probably connected with that and then tried to emulate it in a lot of ways. I think I had a couple of guitar lessons as like maybe like 12, a couple of guitar lessons, like this is a G, this is a C, or whatever. Me and some other friends had decided to play an instrument so that we could start a band and be cool. So it was all just like self-taught stuff. Like, I didn't sing very well until I was maybe like 20. I always thought I was quite good, but then suddenly once I started to actually get okay, I got lots of responses saying, "Oh, you can actually sing now, it's crazy."
Like God, been traveling.
I did try to do more music at school, but I was denied. But that totally fueled the fire to be like, well, I'll just do it on my own then. Don't need school. Every now and then I get paid for just being a musician, and it feels quite good to like think back and go, well, proved them wrong kind of thing. Just like a little small inner victory. The first album and stuff I'd done was all in Glasgow and kind of Glasgow based. And then the next one was kind of more about, the most recent one's more about London and like having to work all the time and not having any time to create. It's I attempt to be like as different as possible. Still like a guitar and singing and I guess like traditional songwriting kind of stuff. It's not any like weird compositions of classical or anything, but it's, instead of being acoustic, it's mostly electric.
Oh, I got my honey, 'cause my mind's so simple.
But the idea initially that I was excited about was trying to make something that like you could maybe dance to, or because I was doing lots of gigs where I was just playing solo acoustic guitar and everyone was sitting down quietly and politely clapping at the end, and I wasn't enjoying it as much because it was beginning to feel really repetitive, and I thought, I'm not really enjoying this. I don't know if everybody else is enjoying this, and I kind of missed the like joyous celebratory vibe of a gig where everyone's gets drunk and has a good time or whatever. So I was trying to make some songs that could fit into that.
There's no further really, never met a girl so funny.
So I just started doing like a bunch of demos just for fun, and then it kind of took off and spiraled into a whole album. Yeah, some kind of like Latin surf rock, but I think there's a little bit of bluesiness in there as well, and I think it's happier. I think.
If you would have this thing.
The whole thing has been done, just like really DIY, like terrible mics, and most of it was recorded on my iPhone, on GarageBand, on my iPhone, which sounds crazy, and I'm sure there's loads of people that are gonna cringe when they hear that it was recorded on an iPhone, but it's for some reason it sounds great, and I don't want to mess with it. If I had money, any money at all, to do stuff like that, it would be, you could spend days in the studio and it would be this huge, lush sounding thing. But I just don't have the access to be able to spend money on that kind of stuff. So I've got a guitar and a recording studio on a phone, so that's how it came about.
Oh, but when I lay my head at night, let my mind at ease.
I guess in the same way that it's kind of been made, it'll be like a kind of DIY, almost kind of punk way of doing it, like just this is what we have access to, so we'll use these resources kind of thing. Hopefully if people like the sound of it and they want to pre-order a vinyl or CD, then we can do that. Yeah, and now like everything can be done so easily online, so actually releasing stuff's really easy.
What are these old grey buildings? I'm still learning what has to be done.
If you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, then we're pretty good at like getting out there and making sure everyone knows. But also on our website, you can sign up to a mailing list, and we usually put stuff out on the mailing list as well. Cut.
Thanks, guys.